Good morning, students. Today we are going to see Standard 7th History, Chapter number 12, Progression of the Empire. Till now we have learned about the rise of the Maratha power and its expansion. We studied the developments from the foundation of the Swaraj till its expansion into an empire. In this chapter, we take a brief review of the Sardar families who gave their valuable contribution for expanding the Marathas kingdom in the northern parts of India. So let's start with it. The first one is the Holkars of Indore. Mallar Rao was the founder of the Holkar rule at Indore. He served the Maratha state for the long time. He was well versed in guerrilla warfare. He proved his valor in the northern campaign of the Marathas at the time of Bajirao I and Nanasaheb Peshwa. He was instrumental in establishing the Maratha supremacy in Malwa and Rajputana. He proved to be a great help of Peshwa Madhavrao in reviving the Maratha prestige in the north after the defeat at Panipat. Punyashlok Ahilyabai Holkar was the wife of Khanderao, who was Mallar Rao's son. Khanderao died in the battle of Kumbheri. After a few days, Mallar Rao also passed away. After him, Ahilyabai assumed the reins of the Indore administration. She was a capable, astute and excellent administrator. She had new laws for agriculture, assess, revenue collection, etc. and put the affairs of the state in order. She strove She built temples, ghats, muds, dharmashalas, drinking water facilities at all important places of pilgrimage in the four quarters of India. This efforts of hers was important for the cultural integration of the country. She looked into judicial matters personally and dispensed justice. She was very generous. She had great love of books. She ruled ably for 28 years and enhanced the Maratha prestige in the north. She brought peace and order to her kingdom and made her people happy. Yashwantrao Holkar tried to save the Maratha kingdom when it was on the decline. So, about the Holkar family, a little information they had given. The Mallar Rao was the founder of the Holkar rule, which was from the Indore, and they had served the Maratha state for the long time. As for just 28 years, they had given their contribution to protect Marathas or the Maratha territory, as they were well known for their guerrilla tactics. As here, under the northern campaign of the Marathas at the time of Bajirao I and Nanasaheb Peshwa, he was instrumental in the establishing of Maratha supremacy in Malwa and Rajputana regions. So these were the regions which was under their control. They have proved great help for the Peshwa Madhavrao in reviving the Maratha prestige in the north part, and also they had after the defeat of Panipat, to keep a prestige in these regions, they had helped them a lot. Punyashlok Ahilyabai Holkar, she was the wife of Khanderao, who was Mallar Rao's son. Khanderao died in the battle after the Kumbheri. And she was a capable woman and excellent administrator. Also, she started collecting revenue. Revenue collection was done by her, and also she strove to bring more land under cultivation and started digging wells for farmers, promoting trade and relations with other, and also started building lakes and tanks to save water. Also, she built temples, ghats, muds and dharmashalas and drinking water facilities at all important places of pilgrimage and other quarters of the country. Also, cultural integration of the country was preserved and importance was given. And for last, Maratha prestige of the north for 28 years, she ruled ably and with a good administration ability was with her. Yashwantrao Holkar tried to save the Maratha kingdom when it was on the decline. The Bhosles of Nagpur. Palsochi was given the Jagir of the Bharat and Gondwana during the regime of Shahu Maharaj. When Shahu Maharaj was ruling, to Palsoji, a Jagir was given of the Bharat and Gondwana. So he was making control over this all two regions when Shahu Maharaj was ruling. Among the Bhosles of Nagpur, Raghuji was the bravest and the most capable. So as from the Bhosles, Raghuji, which was from Nagpur, he was the bravest person. He brought the area under area surrounding Tiruchirappalli and Akot in the south under Maratha dominance. So as Tiruchirappalli and Akot, which are in the south region of our country, they both, with their help, the Raghuji Bhosle, he tried to also Shahu Maharaj had given the right to collect Chauthai from the Bengal region to Raghuji Bhosle. Bihar and Odisha. Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. These were the three regions which was under the Chauthai collection by Raghuji Bhosle. And this was right which was given to Raghuji Bhosle was by Shahu Maharaj. He brought these territories under the Maratha dominance in 1751 CE. The Bhosles of Nagpur won the Odisha territory from Ali Vardi Khan till 1803 CE. Marathas dominated Odisha. Do you know the Marathas ditched the British at Kolkata used to fear the Bhosles from Nagpur? So to protect the city of Kolkata from a possible Maratha attack, they dug a ditch around the city. That ditch came to be known as the Maratha ditch. The Shindes of Gwalior. Bajirao first had rightly judged the capabilities of Ranoji Shinde and made him a Sardar in the north. So as after knowing the capability of Ranoji Shinde, Bajirao first he has appointed Ranoji as a Sardar in the north, and after that Ranoji's death, his sons Jayappa Dattaji and Mahadaji too, they proved their valor and strengthened their Maratha rule in the North India. Peshwa Madhav Rao conferred the family title on Mahadaji. Mahadaji was a brave general and an astute statesman. Mahadaji was instrumental in re-establishing the Maratha supremacy and prestige in North India. So as in North India to make the Maratha supremacy and to make a prestige in North India, the Mahadaji Shinde and Peshwa Madhav Rao, they had played a vital role. His army and modernized his artillery under his guidance of a French military expert, de Bougain. So as under the expert of military, de Bougain, a French military expert, under his guidance, the guerrilla tactics will not be suitable to fight against the north region. So the skill should be changed, and for that they had taken the help from the French military expert. His name was de Bougain. With the help of his trained army, he subdued the Rohilas, the Jats, the Rajputs and Bundelas. So as after learning the different techniques, they had tried to subdue the Rohilas, Jats and Rajputanas and Bundelas. The British began to take interest in the politics at Delhi when they felt that the Marathas might have become weak after the Battle of Panipat. They managed to get Diwani rights of Bengal province and wanted to capture the Emperor of Delhi. In this adverse circumstances, Mahadaji Shinde defeated the British and reinsisted the Emperor on the throne. So as at that time, on the other side, the British people, they were also trying to make control over country. So they had started capturing the Emperor of Delhi, and in this difficult circumstances, Mahadaji Shinde defeated the British and they had reinsisted the Emperor of the throne. So under this, the emperor was pleased with his bravery and conferred the title of Vakil-e-Mutlaq, that is chief agent of the emperor, upon him, which meant that he had the authority of civil and military rights. So as a Vakil-e-Mutlaq which means chief agent of the emperor, whose responsibility is to have the authority of civil and military rights. He accepted that position on behalf of the minor Peshwa Mahadaji managed the difficult affairs with strong determination and looked after the Delhi affairs during 1784 CE to 1794 CE. For complete 10 years, Mahadaji Shinde, he had managed all the difficult affairs, and he was having a strong determination, due to which on the Delhi affairs was looked after by him for last 10 years. The duration they are given as 1784 to CE to 1794 CE. The heirs of Nazim Khan responsible for the Panipat battle were still plotting against the Marathas in Rohilkhand. Nazim's grandson Ghulam Qadir captured the Red Fort and tortured the emperor and his begums for their wealth. So as to collect the wealth, the Nazim Khan he became the responsible for the Panipat battle, and due to which they were still plotting against the Marathas in Rohilkhand, and under this the Nazim Khan's grandson Ghulam Qadir, which he captured on the Red Fort, and tortured the emperor and his begums for wealth. He gouged out the emperor's eyes and took hold of the royal treasury. In these circumstances, Mahadaji defeated Qadir. So, in this situation, when the emperor was under his control, and under this, the Mahadaji he tried to defeat the Qadir, and he had defeated successfully. He confiscated the wealth from him and returned it to the emperor. He reinstated the emperor on the throne of Delhi. Thus, Mahadaji recovered the Maratha prestige which was lost after the Battle of Panipat. He controlled the politics of India by putting the emperor under Maratha control. So, as Mahadaji recovered the Maratha prestige, and also whatever the loss was seen in the Battle of Panipat, he tried to recover it. He also had a control on the politics of the India. British camp. He wanted to become a Peshwa with the help of British. It was not acceptable to the Maratha statements. This led to the inevitable conflict between the Marathas and the British. So as the Raghunath Rao, he started joining the hands with the British people for the Peshwaship, due to which had been taken a lead, which has taken the lead for the conflict between the Marathas and the British. The conflict between the two great powers, the Maratha and the British, would finally decide who the ruler of India would be. From Mumbai, the British marched on the Marathas via Borgat. The Maratha army gathered under the leadership of Mahadaji Shinde. The Marathas blocked the supply of food grains to the British using guerrilla tactics. Both the armies met at Vadgaon. The British were defeated in this battle and were forced to surrender the custody of Raghunath Rao of the Marathas. So as the battle between the Maratha and British had been started, and from the side, the Mahadaji Shinde, he tried to block all the parts from which the supply of food grains was done for the British. Also, by using their guerrilla tactics, they had tried to defeat British and to make control over of the Maratha territory. Delhi was under Maratha control till 1803 CE. When we note that the British conquered India after battling with the Marathas, we understand the importance of Mahadaji achievements. So as the Mahadaji, whenever we are going to discuss about the Maratha territory, that time we have to also study, or we have to keep in mind about the work which was done by the Mahadaji Shinde for the Maratha territory. A great achievement was done by the Mahadaji Shinde. After setting in order the affairs of the Delhi, Mahadaji came to Pune. He died at Vanawadi near Pune, where which is near Pune. In memory of him, a memorial is built in that region. Like the Shindes, the Holkars and the Bhosles, some other prominent Maratha Sardars also rendered noteworthy service to the Maratha Raj. Not only like the Shindes, Holkars, but Bhosles, but also other Maratha Sardars who had given their best for the Maratha Raj. Shinde Chhatri, Vanawadi, Pune. This is the memorial which was built on the memory of Mahadaji Shinde. The navy raised by Shivaji Maharaj was strengthened by Kanoji Angre and his son Tulaji. With this strong navy, they contained the naval powers of the Portuguese, the British and the Siddhis. They defended the coastline of the Maratha state. So as with the powerful navy which was raised by Shivaji Maharaj was strengthened by the Kanoji Angre, and with this strong navy they had successfully in making the powers under the Portuguese and the British and the Siddhis while defending them on the coastline of the Maratha state. Khanderao Dabar and his son Trimbakrao laid the foundation of Maratha power in Gujarat. After the death of Khanderao, his wife Umabai routed the Mughal Sardar of Ahmedabad. She conquered the fort there. Later, the Gaikwad made Vadodara in Gujarat a seat of the power. The powers of Dhar and Devas in Madhya Pradesh rendered valuable assistance to the Shindes and the Holkars in expanding the Maratha power in the north. So as not only the males but also females, they had started supporting to the Maratha territories. Under this, the Khanderao Dabade and his son Trimbakrao had laid the foundation of the Maratha power in Gujarat. And after the death of Khanderao, his wife Umabai, she routed the Mughal Sardar of Ahmedabad and she conquered the forts there. And at that time, the Gaikwads made Vadodara in Gujarat a seat of their power. The Pawars of Dhar and Devas in Madhya Pradesh, they had all this assistance was under the after the death of Peshwa Madhav Rao, Nana Fadnavis, the famous administrator of the Peshwas and the Maratha statesmen, set right the affairs of the state with the help of the Mahadaji. While Mahadaji was busy restoring the Maratha supremacy in the north, Nana managed the affairs of the south. So as when the Mahadaji was busy in restoring the Maratha supremacy in north, at that time the Nana Fadnavis has started managing the affairs in the south regions. So as from north, Mahadaji Shinde was look after the affairs, and in south, Nana Fadnavis was look after the affairs of the south regions. In this, he was helped by the Patvardhans, Haripant Phadke, the Rastes and other Sardars. As a result of this, Maratha supremacy was established in the south. As with the help of other Sardars, it had become successful in having a control over the south regions to the Maratha territory or to expand the powers in south. The Holkars of Indore, Bhosles of Nagpur, Shindes of Gwalior, Gaikwads of Vadodara brought glory to the Maratha power on the basis of their valor, leadership qualities and capability. They were the pillars of the Maratha power in its last phase. So as at the end of the Maratha territory, the Holkars of Indore, Bhosles of Nagpur, Shindes of Gwalior and Gaikwads of Vadodara, they had played a good role for the Maratha power. And they were valor and they were having the quality of having leadership, and also they were capable to be a member of the Maratha power or to extend the power of Maratha territory in all the parts of our country. The Maratha Sardars were successful in establishing the influence of the Maratha power both the north and their death, the Maratha power was started declining. At that time, Bajirao II, the son of Raghunath Rao, was the Peshwa. He did not have leadership qualities and had many voices. He was unable to unite the Maratha Sardars. The internal strife between the Sardars weakened their power. So as the son of the Raghunath Rao, Bajirao II, he was ruling at that time. So he was not having the good qualities to lead, due to which different Sardars was unable to unite, and which has been leaded for the weekend of the powers of Maratha territory. During the reign of Bajirao II, the Maratha influenced the north and south one further. The British replaced the Marathas. So as at that, due to which the Maratha power started declining and the British, they had started increasing in the country. The British captured Pune in 1817 CE and hoisted their flag Union Jack there. In 1818 CE, the British defeated Marathas in the Battle of Ashti in Solapur district, and finally the Maratha power came to an end. So as at last a fight had been taken between the Marathas and the British. In that, British, they had defeated the Maratha territories which is near to the Ashti, which is in Solapur district, and here the Maratha power which had been came to end, and the British power had been started in our country. This event marks a major change in the history of India, After this, the British managed to gain control over a major part of the India. India came into contact with the Western world that led to the many changes in India's social system. Many old things became redundant or were pushed aside. This was a major transformation. A major change took place the medieval period of India history. Modern time, which was of British period, had been started, which when you will go to next class, that time you are going to study about the modern history of India. So in this way we had completed the chapter 12, progression of the empire. Complete the given exercise, read the content once again. That's all for today. Thank you.